In the late 1800s, the post-Civil War era of Reconstruction brought new educational opportunities for Black citizens in North Carolina. With the arrival of the railroad and the incorporation of Yadkin, the first school for Black students, Oak Grove School, was established. In 1905, the building that now stands as St. Home Baptist Church was erected as the official Oak Grove School building. Over the decades, Oak Grove School remained a cornerstone of Black education in the community. Oak Grove officially became part of the Yadkin Administrative Unit in 1947. By the 1950s, the school operated with 2 classrooms and 2 teachers. Grades 1 through 4 were taught by Mrs. Bernice Davenport, while grades 5 through 8 were taught by Mrs. Oressa Hauser, who also served as the principal.
I thought we had the best teachers in the world. Miss Bernice Davenport, a graduate of, at that time it was Winston-Salem Teachers College, which is now WSSU in Winston-Salem. She was well-rounded in the 3 R's plus music.
You see, the teacher taught, like I say, 4 grades. And so she would work with the first grade, get them started, and then she would move over to the 2nd grade, and, get them started and go through whatever the class was, or the homework or whatever, then on over to the next and the next class like that.
As a 1st grade student, you would hear the other classes being taught from 2nd through the 4th grade, and also from the, once you got into Ms. Hauser's room, as a 5th grader, you could hear what was being taught to the students from the 6th through the 8th grade. We learned, even though we were supposed to be doing our own studies for our own class, but when you're sitting in the classroom hearing what's being taught to the other students, then you remember a lot of that.
We was taught English, arithmetic, science, history. And then once you completed, Miss Bernice Davenport, once you complete the 1st, you went to the 2nd within her same class the next year, and on until you completed the 4th grade. And once you completed the 4th grade, then you went to the next classroom where the teacher was Miss Oressa Hauser. She was the principal. She was a teacher.
Miss Oressa Hauser had her master's degree. She was a whole subject all by herself. She was very dedicated to education, very dedicated to the kids. She would be here at 6 o'clock a.m. literally every day, and she stayed until possibly 5:30 and 6 o'clock afternoon.
What I remember most about this school was that we had all Black teachers, and they cared for this community. They cared for the children here. And they treated us as if we were their own children.
Miss Oressa Hauser would go and talk with the superintendent. She would actually have a battle-like conversation about the books, about having hand-me-down books with pages missing. The information in the book was old and antiquated after it had been used like maybe 8 years. We're getting a book that's 8 years old versus over at the Yadkin City School, brand new book. We would get it out, and you could tell how many people used it because the signatures in the book. I got a book with so many signatures in it, there was no space for me to sign it when I got here at Oak Grove.
I agree with that. Yet we were considered as, per se, being behind. Well, by the time those books reached us, as you said, 8-10 years, then we did the best that we could to learn from those books, but they were old.
I learned even with those books and the teachers we had, because they showed such an interest.
Miss Davenport and Miss Hauser gave me the courage to always want to be first, never last. So if I figured anybody knew more than I did, I would just open up a book and prove them wrong.
We had wonderful teachers. As a child, when you get these teachers that care for you, you never forget what you were taught. If you're determined and you have good teachers, you can learn, regardless to how you're mistreated.
Each morning, you would begin with a song, a morning song. It was always "Good morning to you," followed by a prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Exactly.
And then followed by a Bible verse.
Yeah, you better know a Bible verse.
We all remember we'd do a Bible verse. That was every day.
I believe it's more like a church than it was.
Miss Oressa Hauser made them put a kitchen in and the lunchroom table so that we could have cooked food every day.
And we really enjoyed recess. Playing baseball, softball.
And that's where I got my first musical background, was here at Oak Grove School in the rhythm band. We called it the rhythm band. And we had an excellent glee club. Every now and then we got the A&T marching band comes up here.
We did have
the drill teams, and we have our own little parade that comes up and down the street. We're doing good, right? But these are the kind of things that our principals exposed us to.
You see all the information that was the class 5th through the 8th grade, and see all the things that's on the wall, all the right cursive writing. This is what we were taught, and these stayed on the walls. Where?
Right there.
Okay.
Raymond Hood.
Okay, here you have Virginia Smith, Kathleen Hurt, Freddie Gwynn, Billy Hayes, she was a Martin, Francis Kennedy, Betty Thompson, the Genius, Johnny Dow, Melvin Morrison, Raymond Lomax, the clown of the class, Mary Ruth Sells, Helen Van Eaton, Willie Smith,
Frank
Martin, Raymond Allen,
MacArthur
Hurt, Paulette Kyle Gregory, Barbara Allen,
Jack Smith, Emma Lou Van Eaton, Judy Dow.
It was just like a big family.
We learned a lot of things here at Oak Grove School, basically how to carry ourselves, dress to impress, how to use proper grammar, that we were just as good as anybody else. Even though the color of our skin was different, we still had brains that we could learn and everything.